You know what I mean? Because, and another thing as well, so we were driving to Dublin one time, and we were stopped by the RUC's so-called PSNI, now they're calling themselves, and they went through her, all of her stuff. I don't mind them going through it, and they just called us over. Now, there was protests, in Dublin at the time, against what was going on with the iPass centres and stuff like that. But they know rightly that that's an open movement and an open working class movement in Dublin, Ballyarclea, and they know rightly we had nothing to do with it. But they pulled us over, and I made sure to pull over on a stretch of road outside Strabane, on a stretch of road where there was a lot of people, a lot of traffic, where they wouldn't be it wouldn't be as easy for them to try and plant anything in the car and stuff like that, And I had some, me and her are both very devout Catholics, so I had some religious stuff there that they desecrated, blessed salt. Yeah. They desecrated. And we had to go to a consecrated ground afterwards, and then just pour it out. But it's just saying, the random, so-called random checks aren't random, and that's for both going and coming from Canada to here.
Okay, thank you very much for your time. We'll talk more.
Thank you, Julian, and thanks to everyone there for listening, okay?
Okay. So, right now we're having a campaign to remove certain groups from the terrorist list. So, the United States has a terrorist list, and basically this terrorist list is made up of any organization that the United States does not agree with. For example, the 32 County Sovereignty Movement, which is a political, not a violent organization, a political organization that is against the Good Friday Agreement and wants the 32 County Sovereign Socialist Republic in Ireland, is on the terrorist list. RNU, which is another Republican Network of Republican Network of Unity, which is another socialist nationalist group, is also on the terrorist list, even though they do not engage in armed struggle. The list goes on and on. In terms of Palestine, you have charities on the terrorist lists. You have groups such as the PFLP, which have justly been resisting the genocide that has been going on in Palestine. My sister is Muslim, and my niece is Palestinian, and we have family in Gaza. Every time we watch the news, we worry, is this someone that we know that has died? And so this terrorist list, my definition of terrorist is ISIS. People who go and kill civilians. The real IRA doesn't kill civilians. The PFLP doesn't kill civilians. And if you're going to give me that crocodile tear stories about those people in the kibbutzes, they had weapons. Those weapons weren't there to dig plants. Those weapons were there to kill people. Those weapons were there to kill Palestinians. And it seems that there is this new sort of neo-colonialism like we see in the Good Friday Agreement where it started. We see it in Oslo, and we see it here with the Truth and Reconciliation Commission. You can have your language, you can have your cultural performances, but you cannot have power. People will go and look at the Arctic and say, oh, look at Nunavik or Inuvik. I lived in Inuvik for a while. The people who have the power are the interagency committees, which are a bunch of white people from Ontario that tell the tribal councils, this is how you spend your money. Oh, we don't like what you're doing? Oh, your funding gets cut. So that's just a bunch of fucking bullshit. and it's a bunch of neocolonialism. So we'll start by talking about the need to scrap the terrorist list. It's a bullshit list. The IDF is not on the list. The paramilitaries in Colombia are not on the list. The real terrorists are not on the list. So, it's a bunch of shit. Now, we said we'd start by talking about the history of anti-fascism in Canada. We're going to have Louisa give a bit of a speech while I go outside for a smoke. I'm a little worked up, and then I'll come back.
Could you introduce Louisa for us?
Oh, okay, so Louisa's like a solid comrade I've known for a lot of years, and just like, because we have a lot of similar problems in Ireland, like the heroin epidemic, police shoot to kill, racism, that sort of thing. We have a lot of similar problems in Quebec, and we realize that the only way we can win is fight together and stand together. And at one point in time, we were in this group called the ILPS, and Kitchener was Louisa's biggest cheerleader, and Louisa was Kitchener's biggest cheerleader. So I'm gonna go for a smoke. And Louisa's a much better speaker than me.
Feel free to chat for a couple of minutes, just sorting shit out.
Some people know, washroom is straight across the hall. It's a washroom for people. If you would like a specifically urinal washroom, it's also a washroom for people. Down the hall and around the corner, because we don't give a crap about that stuff. Also, if you need, there is some water in your bath, there's also a kitchen, right here, just refill water bottles, whatever. And the coffee is now coffee.
We could chat afterwards. I don't know if he feels like that. But he would probably know the details of it. It's a bit of an encyclopedia.
Do you want more to play with, or are you done?
Dance?
It's not going to work out. Okay.
I had someone from Venezuela. I also had a professor from Guatemala who also showed me. Okay. Have you gone to like any of the like,
You never quite know
I'm
what
sure
to
there's
expect.
like local, there's Greek club.
So the person on the call, he was banned from Canada immediately for verbally abusing.
That's my understanding, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, not so much. Yeah. Okay. That's why I'm glad that like the German is it like the Greek Orthodox? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's actually Bridgeport Main Fest as well. That's also like a Greek festival in the summer. Yeah, they have lots going on there. Good food too. Although my one friend, who's half Greek, who I told you about, he didn't think the food was as good this year, but. Right.
Well, I think these two are
Later.
I don't think I might.
Okay.
Well, yes, and.
I like reading, dancing, traveling.
No one would.
Things that